Thank you very much. How about a roll call?
Commissioner Blanco,
Here.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Lopez,
Here.
Commissioner Seifert,
Here.
Chair Dickerson.
Here. If everyone has had an opportunity to take a look at the minutes from the October 6th meeting, then we need an approval of those minutes.
I was not here.
Yeah, I'll abstain also.
I move that we approve the minutes from, what was the date, excuse me?
6th.
The October 6th meeting, Planning Commission meeting.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Abstentions?
I abstain.
I
There
abstain.
you go. All right, passes. Public comment period. Each member of the audience may address, oh, actually, you want to do the Zoom thing first? Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. At this point, we do not have anyone in the Zoom room, but if you are and you wish to comment on an agenda item, please use the raised hand icon on the Zoom platform. Once you are recognized, you will then be unmuted and allowed to comment on the business at hand in the order received. Maximum comment time is 3 minutes or as otherwise directed by the chair. If you are calling in and wish to be acknowledged, please raise your hand by dialing *9 and identify yourself when unmuted. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dana. Public comment period. Each member of the audience may address the commission on any subject within the commission's business. Each member of the audience and each subject is limited discussion of 3 minutes or is otherwise directed by me, the chair. Does anybody wish to discuss anything not on the agenda? All right, looks like everybody's here for the things on the agenda. So we will move on to the public hearing. The first item and only item this evening, well, I guess there's oral reports. Continued item, Boomers Family Ride Permit Amendment at 2250 North Presker Lane. Carol, can we hear?
Before we move forward, I want to say that I have watched the prior hearing and I reviewed the original documents and I'm prepared to participate.
Thank you.
I have also watched the YouTube video. I've reviewed all of the pertinent information, and I'm ready to participate also.
Thank you, Commissioners. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission. My name is Carol Ziesenhenny, and I will be presenting staff's presentation for Boomers Family Rides Project at 2250 North Presker Lane. This is a request to remove an existing kiddie go-kart track and picnic area and install 3 mechanical amusement rides at the existing Boomers Family Amusement Park. This item was presented at the August 6th, 2021 Planning Commission public hearing. The Commission requested the item returned so that staff could provide additional information regarding potential noise and illumination impacts. October 6th Planning Commission hearing. Excuse the correction there. This is the project location. It's adjacent to Highway 101 at the Broadway interchange. Existing uses are the Filipino Community Center to the north and the site for the future Carpenters Union Training Center to the south. Across Presker Lane is Presker Park and Presker Gardens subdivision. Here is the project location shown in the yellow circle. The new rides are as proposed in the kiddie go-kart and picnic areas. Both existing improvements for the kiddie go-kart amusement and the picnic areas are proposed to be removed. Hardscape and landscape are to remain. New rides will be incorporated into the park and surrounded by the existing structures and attractions. The tallest ride, shown here with the red dot, is oriented to the northeast towards the existing arcade building. I will talk about this tallest ride more when I discuss the lighting later in this presentation. So this is a street view along Presker Lane. There will be very limited views from the back of the ride, but lights from the tallest ride are oriented away from Presker, as previously mentioned. Existing mature trees and the batting cage, which is right over here, it's about 35 feet tall at the top of the net. Those would fully screen, for the most part, the park and the amusements from the street and the residences. Here's a view from the other side of the park, from Highway 101 northbound, immediately after the freeway overpass. The tallest ride, Jumpin' Star, is right where this arrow is pointing. Again, you can see the very tip of the batting cages here. So the star would be briefly visible through some trees going at speed, and again, it's angled away into the trees, closer towards the sign over here in the castle. It'd be facing this direction. The view will go away. This view will go away once the Carpenters Union building is construction's elevations are in a future slide. Here's the site showing the future training center, which is under construction. This is Carpenters Union here. There's also a trash enclosure that will also provide some screening. Seen here, the rides would be blocked from view by buildings to the east. So the arcade building and the training center, which is about 40 feet tall, as well as new trees or existing mature landscaping and batting cages to the west, as well as new trees with the build out of the Carpenters Training Center. The western portion shown in the light tan will be built out eventually as well. Residences and motorists from the freeway would be fully shielded from glare. The proposed project therefore meets all Santa Maria Municipal Code standards concerning glare. This is a line drawing showing the existing arcade building elevation. You can see the arcade building is at 24 feet tall at the very top. The Jumpin' Star ride is 26 feet tall, and this is just a height comparison, not any other scale. The lighting from the Jumpin' Star would not be visible from Highway 101. It'll be blocked by this building. This is a view of the future Carpenters Union Training Center. Again, I've shown the Jumpin' Star here for height comparison. The building is 40 feet tall at the top of parapet, with the roof being about 30 feet, so 26 feet is just below this dotted blue line here. There was some concern from the commission about lighting on the tallest ride. Here are some photos of the ride in a different amusement park as examples. There are approximately 160 individual 50-watt incandescent bulbs on the ride, and there's one 94-watt LED floodlight mounted on the top of the ride, pointed downwards. It's towards the right entrance and the control panel where the ride is operated. The ride and its lighting is oriented towards the interior of the site, again facing away from the residences. The existing batting cages have 6 30-foot tall LED lights. They're about 200 watts each. Again, they're LEDs, so they're brighter than incandescents. Driving by the site at night without the project, the batting cages and go-kart tracks are the brightest areas of the park due to the height of the light poles and the intensity of the lights. The level of lighting associated with the new rides is less than the existing lighting conditions on the site. Therefore, the project will not result in any new lighting impacts. However, taking into account the brightness of the site, additional conditions of approval, condition number 11, have been incorporated to the permit to reduce cumulative light pollution from the existing light fixtures, bringing the amusement park up to current city municipal code requirements for commercial properties. The commission also had a question about the combined noise level for all rides. A memorandum was added to the acoustic report that was previously presented at the last meeting to answer the commission's questions regarding noise. So the memorandum explained that decibels are logarithmic and cannot be added together in the using arithmetic. So for example, 50 decibels plus 50 decibels would equal 53 decibels, not 100 decibels. So the noise levels of the project's 3 proposed rides would result in the same decibel level as the loudest ride. And the loudest ride is the roller coaster. So the loudest, the accumulation, the acoustical report, the noise levels of the 3 proposed rides would result in the same level as the last ride. The acoustical report concluded that the noise levels associated with the 3 proposed rides together would expected to be below the existing noise levels without the project. So here's a map showing the areas where the noise was measured and collected for existing conditions. The dashed lines indicate the distances between the rides and the residences. The decibels shown here on the slide are the loudest, existing noise measurements at the longest and shortest intervals respectively. So 30 minutes versus the peak sound, the loudest sound you'd hear. At the residential boundary, the weighted noise levels of the proposed rides would be less than the existing ambient noise levels for the area. This indicates that the noise experienced at the residential boundary with the new rides added would not increase the ambient noise that residents already experience. Therefore, the new rides comply with this city's noise ordinances. And that concludes staff's presentation. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission, by motion, approve Plan Development Permit Amendment A 2021-0002. Staff is available for questions, as is the applicant.
Thank you very much, Carol. Before we ask for questions from the commissioners, I just want to ask if any of the commissioners have had any ex parte communications with the applicant.
Have not.
Okay. Then open it up for questions of staff by commissioners. Do the commissioners have any questions at this time? Okay. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and open it up to commissioners of public applicant. You know, you on the agenda, you don't have the applicant for the list. I assume that the applicant would have a chance before the public, yes?
Yes, so the applicant is here and.
Okay, that's fine. All right, if we
yeah.
can hear from the applicant. Sir, please state your name and address for the record. Thank you.
Sure. My name is Navid Tayyibi. It's Navid Tayyibi. The address is 3405 Microsoft Drive, Irvine. And we have our park manager, Nancy, right there. We have our facility manager. We have maintenance manager, operation manager, group manager, and assistant park manager. They are here for support. This is going to be an exciting project for the city of Santa Maria, for the family members. The family is going to have fun. For the kids going to have a great time at the park using these safe rides. Just want to say one thing about our rides. Our rides go through an inspection, daily inspection, annual inspection. We also have a third-party inspections that we do it on our own, and then we have a state inspections. We have an annual state inspection, and we also have a supervised state inspection for all of our rides, all of our amusement rides. So we are very excited to move forward with this project, and if you guys have any questions for us, please ask.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Any questions by commissioners of the applicant at this time? No? Commissioner Seifert?
I'll go
Okay.
for it. Thank you for being here, and thank you all for showing up. I know it's difficult the time out of your day. This looks like a pretty exciting little thing here. So what's existing is like a round cart track for little kids?
Yes, that is correct. We have a small rookie track, so we are going to remove that and add these 3 exciting rides.
Is that track just not, you're just not getting the rides, or the people aren't using it as much as they used to? It's not as exciting? What's the reason?
Exactly. It's not exciting for kids anymore. You just go round and round. So it's not as fun as these 3 rides. That's what we have decided. We got a lot of positive feedback from our guests that they need more rides at the park. And that's why we decided, or our CEO decided, to add these rides. And we had multiple meetings, and everyone agreed at the park level that these are exciting rides for City of Santa Maria and families, community.
And you don't have anything like this now, right? This is more of like a carnival type, amusement type ride. This isn't something you currently have on the site, right?
At Santa Maria, we don't. We have it at other parks.
So you've operated these before, you've got
Yes.
them in different parks, you're familiar with how they work, all that?
Yes, I've been working with Family Fun Center since '98. And right now we have eight locations. 2 of our locations are water parks, 6 of them are family fun centers. And 5 of those family fun centers, they all have rides.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Further questions by commissioners? No questions. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Thank
it. At this time, we'll go ahead and open it up to the public. Is there any public that wishes to, do we have any slips, Kathleen? No? And no Zoom? Okay, then we will close it to the public, and we will bring it back to the commission for any last questions they might have of staff or of the applicant. Do we have any further questions? Okay, so the public hearing is closed, and anybody want to say anything about the project, or we're going to need a motion ultimately to clear it?
I'd like to thank the owners of this location. I volunteer to represent kids through the courts whenever I have time, and this is really popular for 7- and 8-year-olds, even as 10-year-olds. So I was really glad to see that you guys wanted to revamp, upgrade. It does get boring, but it is a fun little place to go to for the kids and for families. You know, it's one of the few things we have in town, so I want to thank you guys for that. And I'm ready to make a motion.
Before you make a motion, I just want to say, I mean, for Tim and I think we are of an age where going round and round in a circle was pretty damn exciting as a kid, but we do understand that people have moved on, so.
Now we just do it in life.
Yeah, that's right, whether we know where we're going or not.
Exactly. I'll make a comment also. if that's
Certainly.
okay, Chair. And you know, I haven't been to your park in a long time, but I've taken my kids there. We've had parties there. Been in your water bumper cars and I'm not very good at the batting cages, but I like the go-karts and things like that. It's fun to have, and I kind of forget that it's there. Makes me kind of want to go play some miniature golf, because that's kind of fun. Yeah, so thank you guys for doing what you do. Appreciate it.
Anything further?
No? Okay.
No, go ahead.
I'd like to move that we approve a Boomers Family Rights Permit Amendment at 2250 North Presker Lane.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you very much,
Thank
folks.
you.
Congratulations. Thank
Can't wait to see it.
you. Yep, absolutely. Although it's probably too scary for me to go up and down like that. Yeah, no, God, no. Miniature golf, that's. All right, folks, the last item is oral reports from Planning Commission and staff. Can we hear from staff?
Yes, thank you. I was just going to go over our upcoming study session and hearing schedule. So we have a study session tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. and Public Works Engineering is going to give a presentation to you during that study session. And it's regarding roadway maintenance conditions in the city. And then our next public hearing is November 17th. And we're looking at bringing back the drive-in movie theater request at that meeting. We also have a plan development permit for a new Starbucks, or it's actually a remodel of the existing Starbucks at Main Street and Highway 101 that you saw at the study session. So that's going to be scheduled. So that meeting, we'll probably have a bit more public involvement at that meeting. Might go a little bit longer. And then the only other hearing that we have scheduled for through the end of the year where we'll have items to bring to you is on December 15th. So we are looking at having potentially 3 items on that date. So I'm working with staff to finalize that. And then that'll take us to the end of the year.
Great, thank you very much.
Dina, do you know how long the study session is tomorrow? I'm going to have to leave after 45 minutes.
I think, looking at the presentation, it should be pretty quick. I think maybe 15 minutes on the presentation, but there could be a lot of questions.
No,
So-
definitely, yeah, it's something I'm interested in, but I've got to get to Lompoc, so I'll be there for 45 minutes.
As long as you can, yeah.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
And I did just, I confirmed earlier, if you watched the presentation that was given to the city council, it's the same presentation. So if you saw that one, you've seen this one, so.
Go to YouTube. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Right. Anything else, Dana?
No, thank you, that's everything.
Okay. Anything from the commissioners? Then let's close the meeting. Thank you very much, everybody.
Who,
Yes.